like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you are notified when new videos drop. And I think we're in an interesting time in human history. I think we're maybe at a temporal nexus point where the sands are shifting, the tides are turning. I see this in many ways across many vectors, within my life. But there's only one way that really truly matters, right? Only one way that truly matters. Are we going to be able to watch superhero movies and have them be any good, right? Are we going to get like some entertainment that isn't wagging its finger at you and saying, listen, you're a bad person because you're on the wrong side of history. You're a silly yokel. You just got to do whatever we say. And that's kind of what the entirety of programming has been. It's been very lecturing. It's been very woke, right? Woke. What does woke mean? Woke is the platforming of ideology on an existing successful fan base, an existing successful franchise with a fan base, right? And ideology is normally a combination of things that everybody agrees with. Black people are people. Women are people. Everybody should be treated with respect and dignity. Everybody agrees with that, right? Every sane person agrees with that. And, other things that may not be so universally accepted, that it's a good thing to sterilize your children with sex reassignment surgeries, right? If that's your point of view, okay, that might be true. I'm not going to tell you where I fall on that question, but you can probably guess. But YouTube, I want to say very clearly now, clearly, women can have penises and men can have babies. Clearly. Okay? Let's just be 100% correct about that, so YouTube doesn't try and spank me. And I don't want to be spanked, okay? I don't want to be spanked by YouTube. But if I am, this is what you need to do. Firstly, like, share, subscribe, comment, all those things. Fantastic, right? That reduces my YouTube spanking potential to very, and I'm talking about the bad spanking, not the good spanking, right? Do I need to go into details about the different types of spanking? Maybe I'll do that in a live stream. You let me know what you want me to talk about. Fine. It will severely reduce my YouTube spankage, right? But if I am spanked to a point where I am taken off the channel, which could happen. But to avoid that, like, share, subscribe, comment, all those things are good. Go to the video notes. I have a Substack, which is an email newsletter, which is where you'll be able to find my content. I send out stuff like that every day. And may I say, there's some Substacks out there that people like, but I think I'm the only Substack out there that exudes pure holy energy, right? Pure holy energy that you can grab onto in these tumultuous times when this winter of discontent will be coming. And I think even though you won't be able to afford to heat your home or to eat meat or anything, you'll be able to warm yourself by the holy glow from my Substack, and it's free as well. May I say it's free as well? If you want to be super nice, turn up my paid one. That'll be Fan-Dabby, double dozy. Fan-Dabby, all those things are fantastic. But as I said, let's go into the story. There's actually two articles we're going to be looking at right now. Talking about how the seas are changing, the sands are shifting. And I think it's all good news, right? I really think it's generally good news. I think what's going on is this. It's not financially viable anymore to create content that nobody's interested in watching, right? This Star Trek Discovery, which nobody watches, nobody likes, has absolutely failed. They keep making it, right? Doesn't matter how bad it is, they keep making it. They want to do the Rey Adventures. They did Obi-Wan Kenobi. It turned out to be about a Disney princess and a stunning and brave black woman, right? It wasn't what anybody thought it was. It was what we all thought it would be. But the result is nobody watches this crap, right? Nobody's interested in it. When you try and take a male brand and turn it into a female brand, all you get is something that nobody wants to see. The go-to example is this, right? Boys and girls play differently. Boys imagine that they are the character. Boys imagine that they are Han Solo, right? And so for boys' characters, little boys, I'm saying, they need characters with very large, noticeable character traits that they can take on so they can play being that person. Girls play in an opposite way. They imagine that they are Princess Buttercup, right? They are the... So girl characters have very few... noticeable character traits, and the less they have, the better. That way, girls can imprint themselves, upon these characters. And we've got a very feminized view of entertainment going on right now, which is, people think that you have to be able to see yourself in a character to relate to it, right? I've never seen Doctor Who be a fat Jewish guy. I've always related to Doctor Who. What do I relate to about Doctor Who? His iconoclastic nature, the way that he was a smart person and happy not to walk in lockstep with the rest of the world, but walk his own path. I think that little difference, right, is what I connect to. Nothing quite as superficial as, it looks like me, right? But again, it's not really superficial. It's about the difference between a masculine view of the world and a feminine view of the world. So anyway, you get a masculine franchise like the MCU, right? And you feminize it. You turn all the characters female. You get me, Captain Marvel, She-Hulk, Wanda, female Loki, I don't even know her bloody name, right? New not sexy Black Widow, all those things, all for the female gaze, right? And what happens is girls don't want to watch it because they want to watch things about Princess Buttercup. They want to watch things about princesses. Boys don't want to watch it because it's too girly. Nobody watches it. So thankfully, much like the Klingon moon at the beginning of Star Trek VI exploding, David Zaslav took over Warner Brothers and just has been gutting it there, taking out everything that isn't working. Sadly, I think they're throwing out the baby with the bathwater, because I would really like there to be season 5 of Westworld and season 3 of Raised by Wolves. I would love those things to happen. They're not going to happen. It's very, very, very sad. But his basic point is this: you can't keep making things that nobody wants to pay for, you frickin' morons, right? And this is like, what? So essentially, the age of woke, I think, is over, right? It's just not financially viable. I think the hiring of James Gunn is a huge deal. So I said we're going to be looking at 2 articles. Here's the first one. The second one is a quicker article. It's going to be looking at how freaking awesome James Gunn has been so far running the DCU, right? It has been freaking awesome, right? Not that he's been not that awesome to start with, but we're going to get to that article second. It's from my live stream I did last night. I'm recording this on Wednesday, November 9th. I'm going to try and get this video out today. Let's see if I can get it out today. That'll be nice. But so that'll be following this, okay? But I think these 2 articles go together really quite well. So let's have a look. So we've done all the beginning stuff. Like, share, subscribe, comment, Substack. Yes, we covered all those things. Let's look at this. New report claims Hollywood focus groups overwhelmingly, I think overwhelming is an important word there, prefer a fake problematic TV show to a real woke production. This is from Bounding into Comics. The awesome Bounding into Comics, John F. Trent's website, and it's fantastic. This is written by Spencer Bakulai, and he's always rather good, if that's how you pronounce his name. According to a new report, when presented with a choice between 2, Hollywood focus groups are overwhelmingly favoring a fake television show filled with problematic elements over a woke series that is actually in production. I mean, oh God, I'm looking at Stacey Abrams here right now, being the president of the world. She just got her ass handed to her again in Georgia, okay, which they said the big red wave is coming. It looked like not so much, but then it's going the other way. The results are coming in right now, as I'm recording this, but I don't think we're going to get the results for about a week, aren't we? It's going to be drip, drip, drip as they find ballots desperately to try and get whichever candidate over the hurdle, over the top. I don't know what the expression is. But that candidate is not going to be Stacey Abrams. I mean, I don't know how much more unlikable a human being you can. I mean, you can put Hillary Clinton. That's pretty unlikable. But like, Stacey Abrams is freaking awful in every way, and she's so smug in this Star Trek. Like, hi, I'm the president of the world. No, you're not. You're never going to be voted president of the world. You can't be voted governor of Georgia, whatever you're going up for. So good luck with that. A typical industry practice, focus groups are the sort of group interviews conducted by various studios to gauge the interest in various demographics in a given product, such as film, television show, or video game. Again, I don't know why they bother, because everything they do is universally hated right now. As allegedly detailed to an independent Disney reporter by WDW Pro. They're great. That's a great website, okay? One of their verified insiders over the past 2 years at one unnamed studio has been organizing a number of such interviews in order to gauge interest in one of their new already greenlit police action series. Oh no, now they got a picture from Watchmen, right? Oh god, Watchmen was freaking... it was great when it was dealing with white people, but as soon as you had black people on screen, David Lindelof didn't know what to do. He was too scared, and he had these awful characters like Sister Night. It was really bad. Okay, that Watchmen series was really freaking bad. Go up to do so, they screened 3 episodes of said series, as well as 3 episodes of a fake, totally opposite cop show, cop show, produced. I wonder if the cock show would do better. Produced solely for the purpose of the focus group. I want to see that cop show, right? And afterwards, they asked participants which of the 2 options they found more engaging, right? Notably, these episodes were comprised of partial animatics with audio accompaniment with limited voice casts, different for each, to feature and feature no music, right? I guess that's both of them. Okay. As detailed by WW Pro source, Show A, which was currently in production, follows the story of a young POC, I think that's a black policewoman who gets dumped by her girlfriend. Oh, fuck off! Everyone is gay! Gets dumped by her girlfriend and transfers to a new precinct in a southern town where she's shocked by the racism, sexism, and abuse of power, her new colleagues, as well as their poor relations with the communities they serve. God, this show sounds agonizing. Really? With few friends, she doesn't know who are the good guys and who are the bad guys. Well, it's an easy way to work out. In this show, I think if they're a white person, they're a bad guy. If not, they're probably a good guy. Anymore, she has to watch her back on and off duty. Why did you go there then, you stupid idiot? Oh my God! Has to watch her back on and off duty while she tries to initiate change both in her department and for her community. Oh, she sounds like a delight, right? Oh, what a delight. On the opposite end of the spectrum, Show B presented with 2 young detectives. 2 white guys, one Ivy League and the other good old boy, right? Who are partnered in Vegas. They cultivate information and recurring... where they cultivate informants and recurring girlfriens. Okay. Every episode includes a fist fight with chairs and bottles flying. Every second episode has a car chase detail of the insider. Alleys with blowing newspapers, jumping from the rooftop to rooftop, unnecessarily overpowered firearms, and muscle cars on the strip. This sounds awesome. I would watch this show. That sounds fantastic. Vegas location used to the hilt from grungy and rundown to full-on glam, exposition per episode, tough police chief. I don't know. So I have to watch 6 episodes of unfinished TV shows? That sounds like a nightmare, right? I'm nearly finished watching 6 episodes of The Devil's Hour, which wasn't very good, I had to tell you. Peter Carter was great in it, but wasn't very good. But, that's taken me about a week. It's been an absolute nightmare. They got to sit and watch 6... Oh, God. So, again, sounds awful, right? Grungy and rundown to full-on glam. An explosion per episode. Tough police chief who supposedly hates the 2 rookies, but he really has a heart of gold. Good-natured commander. I want to see this show. Good-natured camaraderie among officers. Helicopter unit heavily featured, along with K9 as semi-regular. They continued. Vegas is Vegas. Cops are good. Bad guys are bad guys. And they either get shot, blown up, or caught and go to jail. Sounds like, again, fantastic show. Unfortunately for the studio. According to the insider, Show B tested with all groups, no matter age, sex, or race. Tested better with all groups, no matter age, sex, or race. The production house went on to pitch Show A to a couple of streamers. One was to Netflix and a few with a few modifications. They explained it was their intent to pitch Show A. Show B was there as a control, as the assemblage of the classic cop beats to learn from. Interestingly, they pointed out by the Insider, while episodes for Show A were adapted storylines done by real writers of the proposed Show B episodes were quickly hacked together and adapted from old episodes of Starsky and Hutch. It sounds okay. I want to see those episodes of Starsky and Hutch with car swapped out for a Dodge Challenger. Okay. Very little effort was put into the audio and animatics. We objected to the discrepancy in quality in presentation materials, they recall, but it didn't matter. Show B popped huge. Just huge. The leads, the chief, the Vegas, the women, explosions, helicopter, the car, the dog, all of it. Yes! All of it sounds fantastic. Everything from the other show sounds like a freaking nightmare. Okay. Was it a black female cop who gets dumped by her girlfriend? A black female lesbian cop gets dumped by her girlfriend and goes to the South where everyone is a racist and she brings social change. Oh God, it sounds awful. Give me the Starsky and Hutch show. In light of the feedback, the studio is said to have gone back and made a few modifications to Show A before pitching it to streamers. How about cancelling it? It sounds okay. This is why we get unending shit, right? However, as per the Insider, streamers still apparently pass on Show A, though they note the project is not dead, but instead being reworked with a supposedly military setting and being shopped around. No, nobody wants it, okay? Nobody wants this mind-bendingly boring shit. Nobody wants it, okay? Get that in your head. Nobody, you know who wants it? Fucking no one. No one at all wants it, okay? Forget it. Stop. Go, give us a show with the dog, right? The helicopters, the dog, the girls, explosions. We want that. Yes, that's what we want. Oh, that's problematic. It's not your fucking job to tell me what we want and what we don't want. It's your job to fucking make it. Idiot! Ultimately, WDW Pro's source concluded, somebody is going to get a rich pudding, a 70s, 80s style cop show on air these days. They buy up the rights to some old Starsky and Hutch episodes and give them a slight polish, and you're golden. That's absolutely yes, absolutely. We just want to be entertained, right? I kind of reminded. What's that episode of Blackadder where he's in bed with a prostitute, right? And Baldrick walks in. And they start talking about social justice or something. It's like, listen, if I wanted a lecture on the rights of man, I would have paid Martin Luther. You're a prostitute, I want to say that exactly. Yeah, that's what you need to understand, Hollywood, right? That's what you need to understand, right? You're there to entertain us. You're not there to tell us what you think. We don't care what you think. We know what you think. We don't like what you think. You guys are weirdos. You guys are pedophiles, right? Hollywood is a strange place that nobody should go to. It's very bad. It's very, very bad, and you make unending shit. Stop making the stuff that you want and start making stuff that we want. So on that note, let's hand over to me from last night, where we started looking at when people actually did do that. It looks like James Gunn wants to make movies, wants to make DC movies and TV shows only to appeal to everybody, to actually get an audience. I think Russell Lee Davis wants to do the same thing with Doctor Who. There's a lot of people disagree with me on that. I think that's what's going down. Anyway, I'm recording this on November the 9th, Wednesday, November 9th. Let me hand over to me from my live stream last night when I went over this article about James Gunn. Fine. I think this is part of the Messianic Age coming. I do. I think this is a herald of change. It's very good news, right? Look, again, James Gunn. What's his filmography? Let's have a look. James Gunn filmography. Boing. Dun, 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 dun. He did Scooby-Doo? Really? I have to rewatch it now then, see? Okay. Director. He's done 20 movies. That's a lot. Okay. No, I wanted director. Okay, I don't want writer. I don't want producer. Okay. Let's go back to the beginning. Slither. Never saw it. Okay. PG porn. Hamzy, Super Delete. Okay, nothing really of any real. I guess I'll check Movie 43 and Super. Oh, I just wanted to see Super. Right? What's this? Movie 43. Well, I don't want to get copyright struck, so we're never going to know. Okay, fine. But I think I think basically he's very good news. All right. Yeah, again, very, very woke, but I think it's very good news. One of the things the newly minted co-chairman of and co-CEOs of the DC universe has taken to Twitter to address the fans on his new position. I like that already, right? I like that already. It's very good. The announcement of Gunn and Peter Safran roles understandably brought to the forefront fans from all corners of DC properties, and I like they have differing responsibilities. Like I'm glad he doesn't have to worry about logistics of making things work, right? But he's essentially the creative director. Right, Gunn put together an incredibly respectful and open 5-tweet thread that addresses and acknowledges the passion of these fans. Perfect. Oh my God. And I don't give a shit if he's lying, right? At least he's saying the right thing. We haven't had this much respect for years, right? Is the wall of falsehood crumbling? I think it might be, right? I don't know. There's a lot of signs, mate. One of the most crucial elements of Gunn's tweets is that this is a wholly new position for he and Safran. They were never CEOs of DC Studios. Previously, Walter Amada has served as the studio president from 2018 on present, overseeing projects such as Aquaman, Shazam, Wonder Woman 84. Garbage. Absolute garbage. Jeff Dom, predominantly a comics writer for DC, had been involved in several films on various levels. Gunn acknowledged that Safran's presence on Twitter to interact with fans will be lessened due to their new responsibilities. That's fair enough, right? Yeah, okay, that's totally fair enough. However, he made sure to note that two are hearing everyone and aim to both please and wow, right? I mean that's just that's just very good news. You know, I mean, like it's the first time I can remember somebody take the time to reinvigorate a fan base. I mean, can you remember anybody I don't remember anybody doing that. I remember people saying, "You better like our pieces of shit, you slime. You better buy it." But I've never heard. I don't remember somebody like coming to us with respect, right? I it might be all bullshit, right? But I hope it isn't. Our initial focus is on the story going forward, having around a new DCU and telling the biggest stories ever told across multiple films, television shows, and animated projects. We invite all DC fandoms from across the multiverse and everyone else into this universe. We can't wait to reveal more. Okay, I'm aboard. Okay, I'm aboard. Gunn, who previously has been associated with the original films Guardians of the Galaxy, with Marvel, got his start in DC last year with the Suicide Squad. Best thing in the world, okay? Best thing in the world that happened. He got in trouble for that stupid tweet, right? And that he got cancelled by Disney. Best thing in the world, right? And the only reason he got cancelled is because Roseanne got cancelled, right? And neither of them should have been. But Disney's very political. This was like deep Bob Iger Disney, right? Gunn, who had previously been associated with the blah blah blah. And Suicide Squad is an excellent movie. I'm sorry, I really very much. Okay, obviously, Idris Elba is there to replace Will Smith. I mean, it's the same character. They're absolutely the same character with the same motivations. They're exactly the same, right? Except one's Will Smith and one's Idris Elba. But it's a great movie, and Peacemaker was fantastic, right? As for Safran, that also directed Suicide Squad. As for Safran, his first look deal with Warner Brothers had him the producer on the Conjuring films, as well as the recent DC projects. Both were also integral to HBO's Peacemaker spin-off series from Suicide Squad. Okay, you got the job, right there on Peacemaker. Piece of sheer fucking gold. Peacemaker is fantastic. Peacemaker is worth the price of HBO Max. Peacemaker is awesome. With all that in mind, as well as Gunn's tweet, it's abundantly clear that the vision of the 2 over DCU will expand to all fans across all platforms. Yes. Two very specific fan bases recognized in his first tweet were Legends of Tomorrow and David Ayer's Suicide Squad. David Ayer's cut for Suicide Squad. Fans have been clamoring to see Ayer's full version of the 2016 Suicide. Me too. Since a tepid critical reception upon its release. Well, Legends of Tomorrow hopes it will come. Please, don't bring it back, Legends. It was shit for years. It was shit at the beginning. It was never good. Since its cancellation earlier this year, they want that going back. While Gunn cannot make any promise, one will be hard pressed to find someone who understands the fans and the kinds of stories we would want to see. Check out Gunn's Twitter thread below, as well as an in-depth interview with him on the making of Suicide Squad. Okay. I mean, yeah, look, I honestly, the article was sucking his dick a little bit, obviously. But, you know, man, yeah, I just think it's, what you race? I'm sorry. I just saw DC saying, why did you race swap Hermione with a spell? I was going to think Harry Potter's the other universe they really want to reinvigorate. But man, they've done a good job with this, right? I think they've done a good job with this. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.